1. Here we have a 15-minute chart on Chipotle. CMG is the symbol, SMF, MMT traders. New MMT Rachel, never traded in her life before, got an entry right here at 224.95. And basically on the 15-minute bar is we had put the previous big bar up there on that 15-minute move right here. And everything that they're taught about the actual directional price action movement is in these info panels, and I don't go a lot about, they've already been told off of the video, so they know what I'm talking about. However, the short happened when it broke half of that SMF bar, 15-minute, and Rachel moved in. Now remember, she's never transacted ever in her life, and basically we came all the way down here. So it got, that was a $4 short, a $4.95 short from her entry down to that bottom. She started to cover right there at this 1/8 delta line, because right there the ratios had turned around. They learned to understand the price weakness with closing half bar. They understand that there are 3 key elements to the market maker platform. These are market maker prices where the market maker is going to react with the public and where the public is going to react. That's why it's so accurate. However, when the immune system starts to get weaker, you had another big move down, and then late day you had a big move off of here. The thing that I want to tell people is how that short worked. Slide that bid. Her entry was perfect because it was, you can see the half bar was 225.68. That's half of the whole bar. And basically, she's 224.95. That's about 73 pennies, 0.773 negative ratio below the half bar. That's where the weakness, that's where that teeny down move, and what a great trade. But that's how they work. You come back up, yes. Did you close above half of this bar right here? That's 222.13. And her stop market order was right below 221. So that was a perfect stop market order, okay, for taking profits on the 3 big 6 down movement, $4.95 short ratio with debits coming out at the 1/8 delta line. Now this bar's, now let's take a look at these bars right here. This one here started another 15-minute reversal. 22.48 was half of the bar in the 15-minute price range. But look at how it got weaker. Everything was getting weaker here in the brain, which meant that we were going to go lower because the immune system was very, very, very weak, and the descending ratio points were going the way that they're supposed to. In your bid and ask ratio was working for you. Your bid and ask, that's just a stock market print. Who cares? All of the elements you're looking at, your IR was working for you at the time because everything was weak. You can see where some of the IR readings were as we started to weaken up below certain key levels down here. That IR was 0 right here. I can see it down there in my info panel right here. This line moves. So if I put my thing here and I scroll over, I can see how long down there in my info panel under IR, that's this one right here, I can see where it will scroll and change when it changes. But it was weak all the way down to the bottom. You can see it down there. Watch the IR panel. It was 2 right there. Here it was still 0, and it hadn't, and on a 15, well, there it was 6, but it still remained at low elevation. So low elevation equals weakened immune system and price and dropping into price action. And each 1/8 delta line for Monday, these are 55 penny lines, market maker lines. So the public made their transaction over here for the long side. So Rachel did a very good job. There were 2 entries to it. When you start sliding the bid, you take the rest of that move, because it was very weak in your market maker platform. All of these things work. Here you can see where the IR had to have popped. So let's see. You're popping. Look at that bid pop there. Your bid popping through the bar, through this bar, that means you buy. This bar you don't buy because you didn't close above half of that 15-minute bar. When this 15-minute bar was taken out, that last half bar and this one, that's where the 15-minute buy hit. Right there at that delta line. You don't wait for it to get up here. You got to be a buyer down here at that wholesale entry, and off you go, and you take that other debit, which was a nice debit. So you could have made a $7 move in both, actually a lot more. There's about a $10 move in all of this here, MMTs. And using that power of this brain in that 15-minute chart creates those big whoppers. And that's that price action write down. We were involved. That's what new MMT Rachel did. I think Bill and some of the other MMTs were in on these very same trades because we recorded them live on the 3-minute chart. That CMG trade with MMTs last week. Understanding and identifying the weakness of a move. And when they get to the top, why are they going to go down? They create all the emotion over here that, hey, it's great. But no, it's not. It's still weak, and you're going to still continue to go down in price action, and that's the glory of being a market maker here at SMF.